I'm not going to wah because Lucy says I'm very loud. It's my turn now. Ian had to go with this the other day. I've gone over that Ironjawz stuff, and you know what? I think there's some good stuff in it. A lot of people have been a little bit disappointed with it.
Because it's not as what they were hoping.
No, the buffs aren't as obvious, but there is a lot of ways. For example, I can move 4 plus D6 minimum in my hero phase on one unit.
People just expect them to go boom right at the top, but you need time.
Yeah.
Need time to figure out combos and whatnot.
I've already thought of 2, and it's good. So yes, Ironjawz versus Sylvaneth. You haven't used the Sylvaneth since the Battletome come out, apart from you had one game off camera against Stephen the other day.
I did, and we've been away. We've had
been
a tournament.
really busy. Yeah.
Other commitments, so barely played, but we're just going to get back now. We're getting sorted. Because
your Nighthaunt's around. You want to play your Flesh Eaters again. The Path to Glory we need to continue with, of course. So that is going to be happening. But listen, my Ironjawz list is not competitive. This is every model I've got. I actually had to paint a war. What are you laughing at? Oh, for God's sake. I had to actually paint a war chanter last night to be able to make up points. I could have painted some more boys instead. I would have only been able to get 5 more Ard Boys, because Ard Boys run units of 5 now instead of 10. But I'm still taking a block of 30.
Wonderful.
See, a lot of people say that they're not as good, right? Because you don't get as many attacks, right? But yes, you get less attacks. You now hit on 3s instead of 4s.
There we go then.
All of your attacks are -1 now instead of just some of them.
Makes sense.
That is better.
Yes.
It really is better. A lot of the Ard Boy stuff did change. You can only take 2 shields per 5. Pig Iron Choppers, not the Pig Iron Choppers, the long spear things on the Gore Grunters are actually better. So unfortunately, I'm proxying until I cut my hands off and repaint the spare parts. There's a reason I don't bin parts.
There is.
So can you guess what's happening to them? Magnets. But yeah, I'm not running a clan either. I fancied running Gordrak, but I'm not. I'm just picking bits and pieces that I want.
Yep.
But you're running Nalru.
I am. I used to love it as a battalion, and it's not as good now. I don't like it as much, but we're going to give it a go. There is some nice stuff in there. So let's begin before I start laughing again. Right, so here is my Ironjawz. Quick apologies, for some reason the camera didn't record the army overviews, so please accept our apologies. There is pictures of the full army, and of course we are doing the voiceover afterwards, so apologies about that. But of course I'm running Ironjawz. I am not running a specific war. I'm just basically creating my own here. So battle line, I've got a unit of 6 Gore Grunters, proxied with Jagged Gore Hackers though, because I feel they are much better now. Yes, you get 1 less attack, but the +1 to hit and wound on the charge, can't really say no to that at all. We've got a unit of 30 Ard Boys. We've got 2 icons, 2 banners, 2 drummers. The leader there is the one with the blood on the axe, and down the right hand side there, we've got 10 shields, because you're allowed 2 per 5 guys. I think I took... No, 2 per 5 is right. Yeah, that's fine. We've got 2 war chanters there. The one on the bottom is going to take the... I think it was the Get 'em beat, which is to roll 3d6 for the charge, and you can declare within 18. We've then got the other war chanter on the top as well. He's going to take the one that gives you +1 to hit against the target unit. The target enemy unit must be within 12 of him. We have a Weird Knob Shaman with Basham. Its casting value here, I think that's a little bit too high. But it gives you +1 to wound whilst the unit is wholly within 18 of him, which is pretty useful. Might be 16 actually. We've got a unit of 5 brutes with brute choppers, and we've got 1 gore hacker in there. We've got the mega boss on foot, don't really rate him at the minute. And then finally, we've got my general. We've got the Mega Boss on Maw Crusher. So I'm taking Ironclad as my command trait, which gives me +1 to my save. The mount trait, I'm given Biggin, which gives him an extra wound. And the relic that I'm taking is actually the Jade Diadem, which means any 6s that I roll to save unmodified heal me. Although he's not modelled with it, he is running a Riptooth Fist as well, which basically means any 6s to save that I make also bounce a mortal wound back to the opponent as well. So basically 6s that I save, I'm damaging whoever hits me and I'm healing the wound. And that's pretty useful. Of course, both of the War Chanters have their Violence of Frenzy. I can't remember which way around. They've changed the names back to front. So basically, that is going to be going on the big unit of boys to give them an extra damage, which is going to be pretty brutal. It takes me to 1940 points. That is my entire collection that's painted up at the moment. So I will buy the extra command point. And because I'm only at 1990, I still get the Triumph, and I did roll it on camera, and I rolled a 1, which was reroll failed hit rolls. So for something with so many attacks, that is going to be very helpful.
Sorted.
Nearly.
And here is my 2000 on the nose Sylvaneth. The general is the Tree Lady Ancient from Creature Caster. By the way, my entire army is the Gnarl Root Wargrove. So it gets everyone's a reroll hits of a 1 if you're within 12 of a wizard. I did make this list before I chose what Gnarl Root, so now I wish I had more wizards. But the general is the Tree Lady Ancient, and I've given her the extra spell of Verdius Harmony. Next we have Durthu. I have to bring him out, he hasn't been out in a while. And the Arch Revenant with the Hunters is going to be on the battlefield for the first time in a battle report. And the last hero is the Branch Wraith, and she has the artifact from the Gnarl Root, which is the Chalice of Nectar, and that entitles her to use 3 dice when rolling to cast and unbind, etc. You discard the lowest. Next we have 2 units of hunters, 1 with bows and 1 with great swords, and to finish we have 3 units of dryads, 2 30 and 1 20, and we actually have a endless spell.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not pictured, but it was the Shards of Valagar.
Yep.
Which it gives a -1 to hit and halves the movement.
Yeah.
Right, so welcome back after deployment. Lucy Poor Wildwood's down here. Very difficult to place the old ones now, isn't it?
Yes.
So 6 inches away from an objective and an inch away from
any other terrain features.
And enemy territory.
Yep. You were quite thrilled about that bit.
Yes. So she's put one there, and of course the Tree Lady is over this side to potentially drop another one there. At least that gives Lucy a bit of maneuverability then between the 3 objectives. Of course, I had the same amount of drops as Lucy.
You did.
Which meant that I get to choose who goes first or second. However, before determining who goes first or second, Lucy, we have to roll for the objective.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Middle one.
Yep.
Cool. You can go first.
What?
You can go first.
Are you? Have you
In fact,
No, you said it. I'll take it.
I've got a plan, and I'll reveal it shortly.
So like I said, I think you maybe had a bump to the head because...
No, I've just only played the new Sylvaneth once.
Every turn he used to be able to summon one on a 4+. Now it's just once per battle, but it's a guaranteed Wildwood within 18 inches and only 1 inch from any other models or objectives.
Or terrain features.
Now
this is what we were saying here, and we'll probably pick them up in the near future, but this is a template of the old woods.
Yeah.
So we do double it as terrain, but Lucy could have like quite easily covered like all of that with one wood.
Yeah.
So we might pick some up in the future and degrade this back to terrain only. Right, so spells.
Yeah, my Wraith is going to use her own to try and summon 10 Dryads.
Yep.
I want to try and get as many on as possible before you start blocking your woods.
Okay.
So because she's got the artifact, the Chalice of Nectar, I can use 3 dice and it's a casting of 7. And the only thing within range or that's going to do anything is Mystic Shield, so I will do that from my Tree Lady Ancient onto the Big Blob of 30.
Okay. Rather than spend the command point.
It is, yeah.
You do get it though.
Yep.
Right, so movement phase.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did some trickery which I don't think, if I have, it's very rarely getting off before. So the new Wildwoods, you've only got to be within 6 inches to jump through them to navigate the realm route.
Not
you
3.
Come out within 6. This unit, we measured up very carefully, was all within 6. This one. So they jumped, and they are within 6 of the edge.
Yep.
In fact, a little bit further, and she is right on top of the objective. Ta-da!
Yep.
There we go. Lots of other things happened. They just moved forward their 4. The Reverend moved his 12 with his wings. She ran, I can't remember, I think she rolled a 5, so she jumped into the woods. I did her first, one of the first ones, and I realised I could have done it a bit better, but never mind. Durthu trotted forward his 5. These are the 20 units that were here. They ran, I got a 4 for them. They ran 2 measly extra inches.
Yeah, but you move 7, I move 4.
That is true, but it does mean they now have that. And my Ancient walked forward her little 5.
Yep.
At the end of the movement phase, that is when you bring any that were in
The realm
reserve.
routes.
Yep. My 3 hunters with swords came in from this wood.
Yep.
And as you can see, they are all within 6 inches.
Excellent.
That was my movement, and I think I can't remember because it's been that long since I played them, but never getting the realm routes before.
Do you not roll a dice now to see if you can move again?
Nope.
Does that not even exist now?
Nope.
Are you sure? That's odd.
Instead of making a normal move in the movement phase, one friendly Sylvaneth unit wholly within 6 inches of an awakened wood can navigate the realm routes. If it does so, remove. Oh, only 1 unit.
Only 1 unit did navigate the realm routes?
Yes, that is true. If it does so, remove the unit from the battlefield and set it up wholly within 6 inches of another awakened wildwood and more than 9 from any
And that's it.
unit.
So you can only actually do it with 1 unit per turn now. Oh, that kind of sucks. Oh well. So shooting phase?
Yeah.
I was surprised you moved the Revenant away from your hunters actually.
They do a lot more damage. I'd rather get the buffs on that unit.
Okay.
So we'll do the hunters first actually. I can see is this one big unit?
That's 1 big unit, yes. So you can actually see. Oh yeah, because you.
Block line of sight,
Yeah. I forgot
That's
about
why I
that.
ended up having to move them actually.
Yeah.
So they'll go for that 1 big blob there. The purple dice will be the huntsman.
Yep.
So I have got the wrong card. Sorry, I've got the.
You're hitting on 4s.
Yes, I like this check. 4s and 3s needed with these.
So only the huntsman hit.
It's 1 at -1.
4, so 5 up. Which I fail, I'll take on odds D3, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
go for it. 1, I'll take it on a shield. I fail it, so I take 1 wound.
Yep.
And that's it for shooting, because she's out of range.
18.
I'm pretty sure you'll be more than 18 away. Okay. Yep, you didn't hit the Gore Grunters. Didn't she used to be 15? Oh well.
She's undamaged, so I'm hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. -1.
On the Gore Grunters. 5-0. Nope.
D6 damage.
Oh.
Whoosh.
Well, that's a Gore Grunter and a bit.
Just, in case anyone thinks.
So, a Gore Grunter slain.
And I think that's the end of my turn.
No charges?
Can it?
Okay, so Lucy scores 5 points on her turn 1. Now, why did I go second? Well, now everything's a lot closer, Lucy.
But you've got a lot of bodies to get through to get to the objectives.
That's fine. That's fine. I really, really don't mind. So, I need to carefully think about what order all this happens now. So it is correct at the end of any phase. So at the end of Lucy's shooting phase, I can move them D6 and I can move the Ard Boys D6. So I'm going to go back and do that now just to show it off. But essentially the beat that I've done still failed. Okay, so the Gore Grunters get to move 2 inches. The Ard Boys get to move 4 inches.
Okay.
Right, so this is where we would have moved to at the end of Lucy's movement phase. Sorry, shooting phase in her turn. Obviously, I didn't need to take battle shocks. I've then moved into my hero phase, tried to drum the beat on them. Didn't work. Put +1 damage on both of those. That's fine.
So...
Start my hero phase.
Yes, and if you notice, they've moved.
No. That was at the end of your shooting phase.
It was, yes.
Now, I was going to use Mighty Destroyer, right? Unfortunately, because Lucy popped up here, I'm within 12, so I can't use Mighty Destroyer to move again. However, had Lucy not done that, and had she still plinked the wounds off, obviously, moving the Ard Boys D6 +4 inches,
Yeah.
you know, straight away in the hero phase would have been fantastic.
That's your goal of 30, isn't it?
It is. All the way across here.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to put Frenzy of Violence on them to give them +1 damage. That War Chanter is going to put Frenzy of Violence on them. And then he's going to use the Get 'em beat. Which gives me 3d6 charge on a 4+. This is on the Gore Grunters. So they've got a 3d6 charge. So the rest of the hero phase... The spell that he's got is called Bash 'em Lads, which gives me +1 to wound whilst I'm within 16. So 16 inches, you know, it's a good distance.
Very good.
But when they're moving 3d6, he's potentially going to be very far out. Yeah, he's going to have to move and run. To be honest, unless I run really far, I might not get it in range. But I'm still going to try and cast it anyway. Unfortunate thing is casting value 8, Lucy.
Ouch.
There's an 8.
You've got it.
I did.
Can you measure from her, please?
Well, she can stop it.
I know, but
24?
I thought it was 30.
Yeah, you're both within range.
So I'll try to stop it with her or my +2.
Why +2?
The artifact.
Gives you +2 to unbind.
No, sorry. I roll 3 dice.
Isn't that just when you cast though?
No.
Okay. Oh, gee, wow, thanks. Thanks for that, Lucy.
You're welcome.
Right, so... See, what I would have done again here is I could have potentially used Mighty Destroyer to move the Gore Grunters and their normal move, so move to 9, but I can't as it stands. This is almost the end of my hero phase though. It is.
I know.
And I don't like the layout of the new book, so I can't wait till I get the cards.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, is that the end? Yeah, that's all I've got for me actual hero stuff, apart from, if this model is wholly within 18 of a friendly Ironjawz unit with 10 or more models at the end of its hero phase.
No.
Wholly within 18? Nope, that's like 21, 22.
Oh, that.
Right, so spell casting time now. I've made a little bit of a mistake with positioning, right? So had this unit been closer to the Weird Knob Shaman and wholly within 18, at the end of the hero phase, I could have cast Green Puke to hurt myself to move again.
Right.
Which means I could have cast my normal spell in my actual hero phase. As it stands, because of my positioning and me being a little bit silly, I can't do that, so I'm just going to have to cast it normally. So the casting value of this is 6. I get a 7.
I'm going to try and stop it with my lovely artifact bearing wraith, so I can use 3d6s, 3 dice.
You get a 9, so you do stop it. Now what that would have done is I could have inflicted D3 mortal wounds on these.
Yep.
D3 mortal wounds on, well, it would have been 2d6 range, which is 8. So all I would have gone is, oh look, 8 inches straight through the middle of them 2 units, D3 wounds on them, D3 wounds on them. It's the end of the hero phase. I can now move D6 inches.
But I
can't.
But I did give you that movement by dropping some wounds on you, so it's not like it's totally gone.
No, but the possibilities of movement craziness with Ironjawz now is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So now I'll actually go into my normal movement phase. So movement phase, this guy, I think he ran a 4 or 5, gets him pretty close up to here. The brutes only ran a 1. These guys didn't run, so they're 3 inches away from here. They're about 5 or 6 from there, but don't forget I'm a +3 to charge.
Yep.
These guys will be at a natural +1, and I've got 3d6 charge distance, so I'm hoping to get right round into your tree lady. This guy's pushed forward to try and clip the edge of these ones. And the odd boys, ideally I want to try and charge these and get rid of them, and then plink off some damage there. We'll see what I can do, but I do have a shooting attack.
Woohoo!
So the Mega Boss on Maw Crusher has D6 attacks with his Innid Busting Bellow now instead of 1. 2s. This is at the Dryads, by the way.
Yeah.
3s. 1 at -1.
I'm at +1 for having more than 10.
Yep.
Also normal 5s.
Yep. So 1 Dryad dies.
First casualty for the Sylvaneth.
Yep.
On it charges.
Yep, so the Gorgrunters. 11 becomes a 12 because of Ironjawz ability. So 12 inches, I can actually wrap all the way around to there.
Her pose is very much bring it.
Do you know what? I maybe should have gone for the objective, but as it stands, I'd rather try and kill your tree lady.
Yeah.
Next up though, I've got the Ard Boys. They're at +3 because they've got a drummer for +2 plus Ironjawz.
Oh.
5 inches. Does get that one guy half an inch away exactly. So even with a 3-inch pile-in, I might not get in as many as I want, because what I wanted was to charge over here and then wrap round. The good thing is though, at least I'm not getting caught by Dirthu yet.
That is true.
So I'll just spend some time moving these up. These guys will charge into the Dryads at this side, but I'm going to have to be careful though, because I need to keep coherency. In fact, he'll go there.
We'll come back to you when we're finished.
And the last charge, the Maw Crusher, comes in 11. That's straight into the Dryads in front. So I will move him forward. Now, he does get to do something, right? Because he's unwounded, he gets to roll 8 dice, okay? And I forget what the name of it is. Mighty Destroyer.
Okay.
Or Destructive Bulk even. So on a 5 up, I do a mortal wound. Wow, so that's 4 mortal wounds on your Dryads. It's also got a rule about cover, but you are not entirely within cover. Right, so at the end of the charge phase, the Wildwoods come to life.
They do. On a 6+, you roll dice for each unit within 1 inch, and on a 6+, it does D3 mortal wounds. So the Maw Crusher.
Yep.
Nope. And the boys.
No. And then at the start of the fight phase,
it's Grain Break and Stomp.
Yep.
So
on the Gorgrunters. And Dirthu's not within range.
No, I was going to have a little cheeky snap, but I don't think he's in range at all.
Okay. I'm not too worried about these. I'd rather maximise my potential damage from the odd boys over here. I am going to remember though to stay within 18 inches of him for his spell next turn if I go first.
Yeah, one thing, I'm going to spend my command point on these for the null root command ability into 6 up. Ignore wounds.
Don't they have to be wholly within range of a hero?
It just says within 12.
Oh right, so if it's just within 12, then yeah, you've got several heroes within 12.
Check. And that is the piling done. I did say it off camera and we did forget, but they put their thickets down
Yeah.
earlier in the game. So he was right, the unit had to be wholly within 12 to benefit from the command ability. So I'm just going to put it on herself. So
yeah.
She has now got a 6 up. And my hunters are re-rolling. It says to state at the start of combat, the Arch Revenant is going to use their shield for protection or to steady their weapons. I'm going to use it for protection so I can re-roll save rolls of a 1 for him.
Okay. Well, I've got some good news for you. I'm not even attacking them.
Okay.
So I've worked out after me pile in that 8 hard boys can fight your hunters. 10 hard boys can fight these. Now I am going to use my triumph, which means I re-roll all failed hits.
Right.
I'm also going to spend a command point for one of the 3 new ones from the newest General's Handbook to re-roll wound rolls of a 1.
You're determined to get rid of everything.
I want to prove that hard boys can actually kill something now because they never used to be able to. I mean, come on, how many times have I ran a block of hard boys and they've just sat there slapping your dryads?
Right, yes, but I can't buff dryads. They're not as buffed the billows before.
Right, so this is the 10 at the dryads alone. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling. It's 20 attacks because 10 models, plus 2 for the boss. So, like I said, I'm using my triumph. So this will also affect when I roll against the Kurnoth hunters later on. 1 miss.
Nice.
2 misses, sorry. I am wounding you on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Take the 2s out. A couple of 2s there, actually. There we go, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 saves for the Dryads to make. And that's not the unit you put Mystic Shield on either, was it?
No, but I am at +1 because I've got more than 10.
Yep, and you're at -1 because of me rend.
Yeah, so I'm back to my normal 5 up save.
And each one of these is 2 damage. So there was 15, you passed 4, so that's 11, that's 22 damage, which actually leaves you with 3.
Yeah.
So I'll remove them in a few moments, but I want to attack the hunters now, Lucy.
Okay.
So I get 16 attacks with these guys. 4, 8, 16 attacks. So I'm hitting on 3s, re-rolling still because of me triumph. And then I'm wounding you on.
There's 2 there.
No, that's when I'm after I moved
right.
them. I'm wounding you on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Oh, that was 3. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 saves on your hunters at -1. Now, because of the wording on this, you can just re-roll the saves after modifiers now.
Yeah. So -1 did you say?
-1, yeah.
So 5s.
5's re-rolling. Wow, nice.
So 3, 4 go through.
So that's 8 damage in total. So I didn't quite kill the second hunter.
Okay, and up next, I've been mad not to go with Tabitha the Tree Lord, Lady Ancient. So the massive impaling talons. 1 attack, 3s to hit, but 6s is 6 mortal wounds. No.
Close.
2s to wound because she's undamaged. That's -2.
6 up.
It's only 1 damage anyway. So sweeping blow, she's unwounded, so she gets 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 at -1.
Pass them both.
D6 damage.
Oh, that would have been 10.
See, and that's why she's crap now.
Do you reckon?
That's it?
Well, she always had 3 attacks and did exactly the same before. Just
No, before you could slay a model outright.
That was with the Impaling Talon.
I just don't like her now.
Fair enough. So, I am going to now swing back with the Auric Gorgrunter. So, I've got 3 attacks per Gorgrunter, right? That's 15 attacks in total to start with. So, the leader gets +1. So, I'm hitting you on 3s. Add 1 to hit and wound rolls for attacks made with this unit's jagged gore hackers and tusks and hooves if it made a charge move this turn. So I'm hitting and wounding on 2s. This is why it is better than taking an extra attack. Oh, they don't count. That fails, that fails. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 -1, 2 damage each.
And this is on
On your tree lady.
-1.
Yeah,
So 4s.
yeah. That's a good roll, but I tell you what, you should have spent the command point in your first turn, shouldn't you?
I did. She has got me the 6 up.
She got the 6 up. I meant for the reroll saves of a 1.
Oh,
Okay.
don't confuse us.
So this is 2 damage each, Lucy.
6, 7.
There's another 6 plus 1 more. Oh, you want a hand?
6 up, pin up here, or whatever it's called.
So you pass 2. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage. How many wounds has she got?
I don't know, I'll have to check.
Holy moly, mother of God. And I haven't even done the tusks yet either.
Lost them because you didn't stay at yours.
No, I didn't. No. In fairness, I would have gone for her because I wanted rid of her. But just to show you what the tusks would have done. Wow, 4 attacks each. So that would have been another 20 attacks. Hitting and wounding on 3s with no rend at 1 damage.
That's not a lot. I don't think that's a lot compared to what you've just done.
Yeah, well, it would still be 2 damage. It's just 1 point less to hit and wound. It's the factor it's an additional 20 attacks.
True.
At 2 damage each. However, Lucy is now going to swing back with the Kernoth Hunters. So the Hunters, how many attacks, Lucy?
4 each. The purple dice will be the Huntsman, and I have been forgetting the Narwood, so if I've rolled any 1s to before, I'll be forgetting them. But they get it from the Arch Regent Revenant anyway. 3s, reroll on 1s.
Are these ones 2s because of the Huntsman though?
Yes.
No, the Huntsman hits on 2s, you said?
And 3s.
So that's 4.
-1.
-1, so 5 up. So 2 go through.
4 damage.
Don't you do mortal wound on a 6 to wound with the swords?
Yes, in addition.
So that's 5 damage in total. I'll take these all on shields. No, so I kill the other shield guy from the 1 wound that you did, and then I lose 2 more shield.
Right, I'm going to come straight back with the Revenant. I'm going to do all of his attacks at once because it saves time. The Tails Pincer is the purple dice.
Yeah.
I need 4s and 3s on that, but 3s and 3s with the normal Sylvaneth dice.
You do get to reroll the 1.
Yeah. And 3s for both. That is -2.
2 damage.
Yeah.
I'll just kill a boy.
What about your shield?
I'm not going to take it on the shield, I'll just kill a boy.
Okay.
I've lost 3 out of 10 shields. I think I'd rather keep the rest for the minute.
So you've got nothing else at the end, so I'll just come back with all my dry eye.
Yeah, so 6 attacks there, I think. And Lucy took from this side to stop him piling in and fighting, basically.
That's 7 over here. 3 for the nymph,
Yep.
2 each for the other guys, so 4s and 4s.
You are within range of your Arch Revenant, so you can reroll the 1s. Nice. 4 saves.
-4.
I take 1 wound.
Now I'm going to pile all them in.
I'll take it on. Yeah, I'll take it on him. Right, I'll pile these in and see how many attacks. I think I'm probably going to lose 2 Gorgrunters. I reckon 2 Gorgrunters, Lucy.
After the wonderful job my ancient did.
Hey, I buffed them Gorgrunters to high heaven. So after pilings, 21 of these can reach because they've got a 2-inch reach. And that means with the nymph, that's 43 attacks. Lucy has 40 Sylvaneth dice. You're going to enjoy this. Like rolling all these dice.
Normally yes, but currently no, because I feel like we're going to go for higher.
Go on then. So unfortunately, only looking for 4s and 4s. Because you only get the +1 in your turn.
Yep.
And no rerolls, unfortunately, because of the leader being gone. There we go. So how many is that?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
4 plus. I'll reroll that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you kill that wounded Gorgrunter. Okay, I believe that is turn. You've lost 27.
Talking about? There's nothing there to look at.
I know there's not. And you would also be at -1 bravery for the new icon as well. The hunters, you would pass bravery. This icon's too far away to give you -1, unfortunately.
He gives us extra one anyway.
So that cancels that out, but you would automatically pass. And I believe that is that. So before we move on to the next turn, I only score this one and that one for 4 points in total against Lucy's 5.
Yep.
Right, so which is the active one for next turn? Lucy, would you care to roll? That one.
Yep. I'll move the dice.
And who is going first?
You.
Wow. Well, I didn't expect you to roll a 1, Lucy.
Really have to have been rolling today already.
Right, so my hero phase, he didn't run far enough, which isn't great. He's going to use the Frenzy of Violence on them to give them +1 damage. He will pick the enemy unit that is within 12 to potentially give me +1 to hit against them, which I do get. And I'm going to give these +1 to wound. No, I'm not. I'm going to give him +1 to wound. Casting value of 8. I fail it.
No.
I do gain a command point that turn, puts me at 2, so I will use Mighty Destroyer on them because they're more than 12 inches away from him. And if you're wondering why I didn't move the Gorgrunters when Lucy did damage to me, it's because she was within 9. I can't do it if there's enemy units within 9. So we'll move the Brutes up with Mighty Destroyer, and then at least they'll get to move again a little bit further.
What? They haven't took damage, have they?
They haven't, no, but I've spent a command point to move them. Because they're more than 12 inches away from Durthu and the Hunters, I could move them. So he will put the +1 damage on him because there's nobody else to put it on really. And his beat is 3d6 charge, so I will try and put it on him.
Wait, who cast the spell?
Him.
Right.
Do you want to try and stop it?
No, you failed it.
Oh, that's it then. So he'll try and beat his sticks. So the Maw Crusher has a 3d6 charge. That is now the end of my hero phase, which means I can do one more thing. Okay, so he's going to use his belly busting roar on them Kernoth hunters. This war chanter ran here, 3 characters ran there, and the brutes just moved forward 4 inches. So,
and just to point out, all my models are in mourning for my general. Sad tease. And
Yep.
he's refusing to draw paint armbands on them. So because of that, I think they should all be at +1 save.
okay, well I've got D6 shots at them for 6. So I hit on 2s, I wound on 3s. Three wounds at -1.
They haven't moved, so their tickets are down. But
Is it only in the combat phase?
at the start of the charge phase,
This is the shooting phase, so
or
no.
until the end of the turn, I thought it just carried on. But that is still cover, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll give you that. So the -1 will go through on that,
Yes.
so it's just 1 damage.
Ah, we're not finished last turn.
Why?
Ankle underfoot for the 2 hunters.
Ah, right, yeah, go on then.
So 4 plus.
So you would have done 1 mortal wound, which would have killed that one on that end. That's fine. Wouldn't have affected my Madazel rule, because obviously I'm still within 9 inches. So that was my only shooting. So charge phase. He's going to charge. Oh look, he rolls a 12.
Don't know if he'd make that yet.
And the brutes are going to charge Durthu. So that becomes a 7, which should be enough to at least wrap around a little bit. So just those charges, but I am unfortunately within range of Wildwoods.
Yep. The Maw Crusher, 6.
Oh.
D3. 2. I'll have that.
Okay. He's lost 2 wounds. He's got +1 to what he normally has because of the mount trait. So he normally has a grand total of, wow, 15 wounds. So he's got 16, which means he's down to 14.
The Odd Boys, no, and the Brutes, because he is within that.
Yep, and it's every charge phase that happens, which
is.
is quite useful, to be honest.
But I preferred how it was, even though now you don't have to walk through it.
Yeah, I think it was better the way it was before. You know, rolling a 1 just to slay a model was fantastic.
Yeah, but not quite finished before you start. Durthu's groundbreaking stomp.
Stomp. Hey, you make it a stomp, Lucy. Right? You
You
stomp on them brutes. Now we then do it. Stomp on them brutes.
I'm gonna throw you out from there.
Which is a shit. What? No, you
There
can't.
you go. There.
That is a shame, right? Because obviously these need to go first against Durthu, because you could have wiped these out very easily.
And I'm just going to point out now Durthu does automatically get.
Do you want us to learn to speak again?
I'm going to start snoring because I'm laughing at him. He does now automatically get 2 extra attacks with his great sword just by being within range of the woods. You don't need to damage him.
Right, so pair of brute choppers first. There's only 4 guys within reach, right? But one of them's got the Jagged Gore Hacker, one of them's the boss, and 2 of them have the others. However, I'd want to hit rolls because you've got more than 4 wounds, and I like to duff up the big stuff. So I'm hitting on 2s because of the +1. I'm wounding on 3s. Wow.
Hang on, I'm pointing the boss chopper.
I know you are.
Is that what you've got?
No, it's the top one.
Okay.
Yeah, so 3 at -1. Okay, I've then got the Jagged Gore Hacker, which is 3 attacks. I'm hitting you on. Is it? Wait there, hang on.
Jagged Gore Hacker.
1 in every 5 models can replace it with a Gore Chopper, sorry. So 3 attacks. 3's to hit.
Because of the +1.
Yep, 3's to wound. That's 2. At -1, 2 damage each. Well, and the boss has 4 attacks with the Boss Claw and Brute Smasher. That's all he gets.
4 attacks, so hit on 3s.
Wounding you on 3s. Okay, 1 at -1. So you've either got the Dryads, but bear in mind they're only doing 1 damage and they didn't charge, so they don't have the +1 to hit and wound. These guys do have 2 damage with the swords.
Both of them's put the tickets down this time.
Aha.
Oh, for goodness.
Are you going with these?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, but see, he's just going to munch on me.
He will, but they're not really going to hurt him because they can't fight that well in combat. And there's a fire or something outside going on.
I think that's ambulance.
So are you going for them
Yes.
ones? Right. Right, so the hunters.
Yes, purple dice for the huntsman, which is the leader, and because of they are within 12 of a wizard, do that here.
The wraith, yep.
So I'm able to hit for 1.
But the revenant's there as well.
Yeah,
Oh, good job.
exactly.
So hang on. Your normal guy hits on 3s, doesn't he? Right, so that's a miss. That's a
Miss.
oh.
Oh, was that a 1?
I thought it
Yeah,
was.
Sorry.
So the 2 misses. So they all hit. Fishing for 6s to wound though. So that's 2 mortal wounds.
In addition.
In addition to 3 saves.
Yep. So you need 5 saves altogether.
Yep.
At
What's the minus?
-1.
-1. So I've got a 5 up.
No.
So that's 10 damage plus the 2 mortal wounds. So I've only got 2 shields that won't end up breaking coherence. In fact, I've got 3. So 1, 2 I can lose. Can't lose them. And there's 1 in there, so I've got 3. So I'll roll 6 at a time till I lose all 3. Well, there's all 3 gone. So then there's another 6 damage. That's 6 orcs gone altogether.
Like that.
So I've got to take them. Got to take the other one that I mentioned with the shield in there. And I've got to take 3 more.
I wish I could pick which one.
So 1.
To lose.
Well, you know, some abilities do let you do that, Lucy.
I know.
And I'm going to take them 2 on the end. Actually, there was another shield there, so I will take 2 more because 6 went through. Which passes 1. So actually, he's alive on 1 wound. I passed 1 of my 6s. I didn't realise he was at the end with the shield. So I basically took the last of the saves on him. So you killed 5.5. Just with 2 hunters. That wasn't bad.
How do we work?
So I get to go back. Of course I'm going to go down here with these. So I get 3 attacks per grunter. And the leader gives me +1. So these are on 3s and 3s against the dryads. When's entrapment? Do you have to be within range of a wood?
Entrapment happens in my combat phase, so.
It wouldn't work yet.
But it would have last turn.
It wasn't, it was my turn. I've just double turned you.
Yeah, but 6 inches and you would have been -1 to hit us. You were -1 to hit all them dryads down there.
I thought it was just in your turn.
That's entrapment, that's me +1.
Oh man.
Right.
So wounding on 3s. So that's 5 at -1.
-1 +1 for having more than 10, so 5s. 4s gone.
So you lost 4, yeah? So that's 4 so far. And then I've got the hooves. 4s and 4s. Five saves, no rend.
So +1, so finally down to 4s.
So 1 more, so you only lose 5.
I'll take that.
See, they're not as good when I presume you want to lose from the back, from guys that aren't attacking. So you would get the pile in, I presume.
No.
Okay, oh, because I haven't gone with the hard boys, have I? So you're probably going to go with the revenant?
I'll do the same again, so all 4 of his attacks. So the purple is the pinch the tail.
Yep.
I need 4s on that, but 3s or...
Rerolling 1s.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh! Okay. So that means I get to swing back. There's no reason now not to swing back with the boss. So, here we go with lots of stuff. So he's got a boss chopper and a rip tooth fist. So he only gets 6 attacks with this. Probably should have given the other one, to be honest, because I think the other one's better, which is the gore hacker and the chopper, which he's actually wait there. So any 5s are mortal wounds. So that actually kills one of your hunters.
Okay. Damn that destructive bulk.
Yeah, so I didn't kill anyone, but would have been very handy. Now,
You did kill one.
now we did try this, but this is a re-go of it. So my boss chopper and rip tooth fist is normally 2 damage. It is 3 because of the chanter I did on him from the frenzy of violence or violent ferocity or whatever they've called it now. So I'm hitting on 3s. I am wounding on 3s. So it's -1, so you've got a 5 up re-rollable, Lucy, but these are 3 damage each. The 2 base +1 because of the...
I'm at +1 anyway.
So you're on a 4 re-rollable.
Yep, how many? 4?
4, yeah. So she's re-rolling because of the thickets. Fine. So then I've got 8 attacks with the Mighty Fist and Tail. 3s.
Nice.
3s again. That's 4. It's -2. So you're a +1, so you're -1
So
essentially.
5.
So 5 up re-rolling because you don't have to re-roll. I'll give you that one. Go on.
I'm sorry, every time you do that, I'm going to look at her.
That was... You have 14 attacks doing 3 damage each. So 51 attacks. Lucy can't even hold this in her hand. She's only got 41 dice here, so she's going to re-roll 10 of them. Let's go!
It's your turn, so I can't entrap you. She wants to re-roll.
No, that's fine. Leave it as a 4. And then roll 10 more.
Not a lot.
Nope, you might kill another Gorgrunter though. The Bravery 7, so basically to do any damage you have to kill 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Just 8.
Yep. Oh, 9. He's in the corner.
Oh look, you killed another Gorgrunter. So my turn.
Yeah.
I'll pile in with my boys. So after the pile in, they've all chained along a little bit. I am going to attack everybody into the hunters. I'm going to leave the Revenant alone with this guy. That means there's 10 guys within range. I've got 20 attacks. Because I did get the war beat off to hit the hunters on +1, I'm actually hitting on 2s here. I didn't get the spell off to get +1 to wound, unfortunately. What I am going to do is spend my command point to reroll 1s to wound. And they are at 2 damage each. So 1s miss. And then wounding you on 3s, rerolling 1s.
So the one there.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wounds. Do you just want these?
Yeah.
Can you get all of them?
I am
It's at
re-rolling.
-1,
But
so you're on a 5 up re-rolling.
Yep, because of me thickets.
So I'll take out the passes for you. They passed as well, were they?
No.
In your hand? They were filled as well?
Yeah, they were.
Okay. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18,
Oh yeah,
20
they made
damage.
it. They made it. They're fine.
It's 20 damage, Lucy.
Look over there. Look at all them dryads over there. And Durthu is going to attack back. Boom.
Yep. And he hasn't even took any damage because the brutes suck.
No, he does get 2 extra hits.
Let's see if you can pull off the massive damage that you did before, eh?
Yeah, it's Wrathful Guardian. Was this within 8 inches of the wild ball? So 3s.
Reroll the 1.
Imagine if 6s. 3s. Ugh. Jesus. -2. 2 at -2.
So that's 12 damage.
Yep.
I think they've got 3 each, which leaves a brute on 1 brute left.
And the Impale and Talon, I need a 6 or 3. 2.
Giant Gore Chomper is bravery 6.
Oh,
He runs.
we are not finished combat, but okay.
Oh, sorry, my bad. But we've done it now already, so.
Yeah, Vicious Claws. I need 3s on the purple, 4s on the normal for
Yep.
Huntsman. 4s, 2, no rend.
So because I'm ironclad, I get +1 to my save, so I want a 2 up. If I roll a 6, I get a wound back. Because of ironclad, I am fine.
So he's indestructible.
No, you can rend me.
Right.
I get +1 to me save, that's all. You don't have any rend on the claws, do you?
No.
Yeah, that's why. So if you'd hit us with a sword or the sides, I still would have. Yeah.
Trample underfoot, 4 pluses, 1 mortal wound.
Yep. 13 when I see it. So that means it's over to Lucy's turn now. Can she do enough damage to them hard boys? With Durthu at full damage, probably. You are within an inch of them, so you don't even need to charge. You can just shoot, pile in, and swing.
Yeah.
Hero phase, I think the only thing you've really got to do is her.
So I'm going to try hers. Oh wait, I need some measuring doing.
Right, so Lucy's turn.
Yep, I was hoping to summon cast it, summon 10, but he's too close, I can kind of get them in anywhere. So I'm going to try for these shards of Valgar. Casting a 5, 10.
You get it on a 7.
Yep.
I will try to stop it. I don't.
So the first one needs to be within 6 of her.
Yep.
The second within 12 of that.
Yep. Do you want a hand? I'll go.
I'm going to need a hand.
Do you want to hit the War Chanter or do you want to hit the Mega Boss though? Because it's a straight line, so you'll have to put behind one or the other to get.
Just leave it there.
So that you want to hit the War Chanter?
Yeah, because he's closer basically.
Okay.
So that means everything in that line is -1 to hit.
And half
And
movement.
half movement.
Which drops me to 2-inch movement if I move.
Yeah. If you just joined, I've got the ability artifact that gives an extra dice to all and casting. And unfortunately, that's all my casting. I could really do with some more spells, but never mind.
Yep. Are you using your command ability for Feel No Pain on Durthu?
I am going to, yes.
Okay.
So the one I get, it's going straight back onto that.
So Lucy's got the movement phase to do. I don't know whether or not. Well, you're probably better off staying there to shoot.
I can pull out.
Yeah, but then you can't shoot if you retreat, can you?
No.
You could retreat with the Arch Revenant to get them the reroll 1s to hit. And Durthu's getting reroll 1s because of her anyway.
Got a little plan.
The Dryads, boom.
Yep.
But to mention as well, at the end of my turn, I scored 2 points for controlling them. Lucy is on 5. She could very, very potentially take all 3 this turn. You could.
So, movement. These push forward, they're 7. Looking for that, but you know.
If you can get enough models through that charge.
The Arch Revenant flew behind that, so he's there giving them the rerolls. I'm not pulling them out to try and run away because he'll just chase after us with the crushing bulk.
Yep.
Durthu stayed where he was. The way how he moved the brutes, they're within 1 inch, so he doesn't have to move, but he can still shoot them.
into combat. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it for movement. So shooting phase. Are we doing the hunters first or Durthu?
Yeah, we'll do the hunters.
Okay. What?
His command ability. Pick a unit within 12, give him extra attack. But using command ability, giving him.
Hang on, you didn't do that last turn with the.
No, because I'd used me command ability.
Oh right, yeah, you've just getting the command point now, haven't you? Yeah.
So on to the hunters.
Yep. So it's 4s and 3s.
It is. I need 3s on the purple dice though.
Reroll the 1. Nice. This is of course at the boss. So 3 wounds.
-1.
-1 +1 because of ironclad, so I'm on a 3 up. Natural 6s heal me. So I get 2 wounds back, puts me to 15, but you do D3 damage for 1, so I actually ended up with an extra wound. Right, Durthu's Verdant Blast.
You know where he's going.
He's unwounded, so he gets full 6 attacks.
He does indeed. Force 2.
Nice. No, there was a 3 there.
More ones to reroll. So that's 4 at -1.
5 up. 2 go through. What's the damage?
D3. 4.
4 damage. So what I'm going to do is I can take it on that shield and not lose coherency, so I'll do 3 first. So that saves 1, and then the last one, so I lose them 2. Okay, and that's it for shooting.
Yep. Charges.
Just the dryads? Needing something big to get right through that gap.
No, maybe it's not.
You can't charge with him.
Why?
You're retreated.
Oh, yes.
6 is enough, it's enough to get through.
Yeah.
So
we've
piled in with we've charged with them.
Yeah. End of charge phase. But we forgot his spells, because her spell went off, this wood awakens. So for them, 5 plus D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah. 1 mortal wound. I'll just put it on the 1 round that side near Durthu. No. I'll put it on the banner because he's not fighting, so.
And then it's the end of charge, so 6 plus for them.
And the Maw Crusher. Oh.
D3.
Oh.
Yay! About time. Oh no, I killed the unit when I died, didn't I?
You did. So who's going first?
You know what? I need Durthu going. So they are fully within 6 inches of a weight on wirewood.
Yeah.
They're going to get that extra buff that I was on about earlier.
Which is +1 save, +1 to hit as well?
-1 to hit.
Right.
So I'm going to go Durthu first.
Of course you are.
It's 5 attacks with a great sword because he's within 8 of a wildwood.
Yep.
We roll on 1s. This needs to work. And I get 2s.
Got 3 hits though. Oh!
So that's an automatic mortal wound. But minus
Is
2.
it?
It's a great sword to wound.
Oh, okay. So it's 1 wound plus
1 save at -2.
6 damage, so that's 7.
It's not good.
No, it wasn't great for you at all. So that'll kill him. Then we'll have to be really careful here.
Why don't you take him,
No.
him?
I need more models within 6, so to be honest, losing some there is not a problem. So I'll take them. So yep.
3's looking for 6s. 2 because he's unwounded.
Oh, typical. Right, unsurprisingly, I think I probably have to kind of hit. Hang on, they're -1 to hit.
And +1 to save.
And they're at -1 to hit as well because they were passed over the line. So I'll be actually hitting the Dryads on 5s. That's not that good. But at the same time, your Dryads could do a lot of work against them.
The Dryads have you been watching lately?
I think I'm going to have to go with him. I think. Because Lucy insisted I have to run the Riptooth Fist earlier, I rolled 2 6s and the Jade Diadem gave me 2 wounds back, but any saves of a 6 that I also roll bounce wounds back.
Because you've just remembered I should have said no, you have to wait until next turn. But
so now is the question, right, of do I attack the Dryads? Because at the end of the day, I do have a 2-up save against the Dryads, and any 6s I roll will heal me and hurt you.
but you're at -1 to hit.
I'm at -2 to hit with them. I'm gonna have to go with them, and these are still at 2 damage because it does affect until the next hero phase. So I'm gonna put them there, so that he's the bridge between them. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 8 attacks. He has 4, which is 12 attacks total.
Yep, you're at -2 to hit. Hang on, is 2 because this and they're natural within 6 of the wildwood? Or
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes. So I'm at -1 because of the shards.
And then another because they're all wholly within.
Yeah. Because I'm targeting the Dryads. So I need to actually do the rest of the piling, sorry. So I'm gonna pile around Durthu to get the rest of them in. So them 2 there. Right, so these ones are the ones going into the Dryads. I'm gonna spend a command point now to reroll hit rolls of a 1.
You haven't got 1.
I've got 1, because I didn't use it.
Okay.
So I'm hitting on 5s. Re-rolling the 1, because I was going to spend my command point to keep them alive, but I didn't, the brutes. So that's not great. 3s. 3 at -1 on your Dryads, but each one is 2 damage.
I am at +1 for more than 10.
So I'm back to 5s. So I kill 4 Dryads. You probably want to take them 4 because they're not attacking.
Neither she.
She has, because you've got 2 inch reach. Take that one. There you go. Right, and then again, Durthu, I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys, 14 attacks. Oh, groundbreaking stomp, you forgot to do that. Because I might not even be doing this now. No. How many guys did I say? 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. So I'm hitting you on 4s because I'm only -1 to hit him.
Yeah.
Re-rolling the 1s. That wasn't too bad. 3s to wound. 2, 4, 6, 7 at -1. And each one is 2 damage.
So I need 4s. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 10 dice.
And it's because you've just spent your commander point to give him a 6 up, feel no pain.
So he takes.
8. Can you believe that? 7 hard boys nearly killed Durthu. I think he's got 12 wounds.
That's going to need a die.
So,
Yeah, 8 dice. Wounds up to a Durthu there. But I do have a little, hopefully, a little regrowth next turn. I'm moving on, trying to this big unit of Dryads.
yep, 51 attacks.
This is only 40. It's my turn, so I'm entrapping you, so I'm at +1 to wound, so to hit, so 3s. I need another 10 dice after, 11 dice after. I'm not re-rolling the 1s. I think that's it.
Yep, so you need 11 more dice. Oh, not a great roll.
Nothing?
No, well, that's okay. So then all of these wounded on 4s.
I'd love something to give Dryads rend. Here we go.
No, that's my roll.
And that's like your roll, bloody hell.
So how many is that?
3, 6, 9, 10, 11.
It's more than last time. 3, 4, 5. So you kill 1 and wound 1.
Yep. Take that.
Okay, I'm going to go back with a Mega Boss straight into your Dryads. So I get 6 attacks with a Riptooth Fist.
-1 to hit.
I didn't give him the +1, did I? No. So I'm hitting you on 4s. Wounding you on 3s. 1 at -1.
+1, so 5.
3 damage. So I only get 7 attacks with me. Mighty Fist and Tail. I'm hitting you on 3s, drops to 4s. 3s to wound. It's -2.
4 is that?
Yeah, 4. So 6s. That's 3 damage each, that's 12. What does it leave? 1?
1.
Right, we'll get them out of there in a few seconds. So Lucy's valiant effort might be thwarted here.
Yeah. But, you've got nothing else. Down this
I've got
side,
the
haven't you?
Gorgrunters to go,
Not
but
this
no,
side.
the boys and them have both gone, so...
So I'll go with my hunters. 3's on the turbo bite. No 1s to reward. 1, no rend. Goes through.
Wow.
Finally.
That actually drops me a bracket as well, you know.
Thank hell. Back to you.
Yep, so I'll go with these Gorgrunters down here, so I'm going to use the Jagged Gore Hackers 3s. And 3s. 3 at -1.
+1, so 5s.
Kills 3.
I can't see my dice on this.
I'm guessing you want to take them 3.
Yeah.
And then the hooves, 4s. And 4s. 1 no rend. Fine.
I saved that one.
Which
I'm going to go
means-
back with my 1 lonely
Yeah.
Dryad. More pusher. Come on, my turn and chop your 3s. It's not the nymph. So I'll only get 2 attacks. 1.
Save it. 6 would have been nice though to kill you and then heal myself as well.
Not quite finished though. Ground break under trampling.
Yeah.
2 mortal wounds.
Oh, what? That leaves me on 8 wounds remaining. Where's the 8? There.
Battleshock for you. I'm not even going to bother
How many
with
did I
mine.
lose? I lost 4.
No, you sure you don't? Oh no, maybe it's not.
I lost 4, 6. I am Bravery 6 standard, 8 because of my banner, 9 because there's more than 10 of me. I roll a 5. If I lost 6, I'm Bravery 9, which means I lose 2 more.
Where are you going to take them from?
Well, I still control that one because you don't have any models within range.
Nope.
So I would control that even if I take from this side.
You would.
I lose 2. I still have that one anyway, but my boss is there. I'll take him because he's not bridging the gap. And I'll take the one from the end.
Are you regretting Greek daisy chaining them?
No. Not at all. I'm not going to take that one, I'm going to take this one. It's my boss, he gets an extra 2 attacks, but he's out the fight. There's nothing over here for him now, so he's going to go, no worry lads, you can do it, bash him up.
I think I maybe brought the camera.
Why?
I've zoomed in a lot and I don't know how to get back out. There we go. So, no more Battleshock on these?
No, because I'm Bravery 7, I only lost 1.
So, Wolof.
No. You score 3 points. So was that only turn 2, Lucy?
Unbelievably, yes. I haven't done it.
So Lucy is on 8 to my 6.
Yep.
Which objective is active this turn, Lucy? The far one.
Yep.
Yes! However, who is going first?
Yes!
You! Wow.
We made this before we forget.
Yep. So hero phase, Lucy.
She's gonna recall to Darthu.
She gets it on an 8. I don't stop it. 4 wounds back, which means he's only lost 4, which means he's almost at top bracket.
Yep.
And I think that is almost it for your hero phase, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Do you know what?
What? What?
Doesn't matter. Something that I'm coming to affect in the hero phase.
Okay.
So I'm going to move on to movement.
You have to be 3 inches away.
I know.
Or you're going to run as well. But don't you want the reroll hits of a 1 from him? You only have to be within 6, so you could go there. It counts as an extra model. And when you pile in, you can sweep round. Because that's something you haven't been doing.
I just think I've just been leaving house.
You don't want it to die though, do you?
No, but if I move her somewhere else, I can get more bodies.
You can't because of there. Them 2 models alone are stopping you from summoning in there. If you kill him, you can summon into there.
I could have gotten them in somewhere up there.
You can't.
I could have if one.
Right, so shooting phase, Lucy.
Darthu, no, hunters.
Yeah.
3s and 4s. Reroll 1.
3s to wound, so just the 1. -1, so 3 up.
Yep.
Fine.
Darthu.
Yep. 6 shots.
No, yeah, that's just one.
No, you get 6 shots total because
No,
you
I
get.
don't. It's a flat 6.
Oh right, okay,
I
sorry.
just rolled that. I don't know why I'm getting confused. So these the
It's
other 5.
5 because you wounded. So the other 4. So 1 miss.
3s to wound.
2. 1 goes through. 3 damage. I need to keep control of that one, so I'm going to kill him, and then I'll take a wound on the shield. Nope, so he takes a wound. Right. Are you charging the Revenant though?
Wait, forgot. Her spell went off.
It did.
So it's 5+ on them. No. Charges.
Yep.
How many is that? He got 8 wounds left.
He's got 8 wounds remaining, yes.
Yes.
So the Revenant's 6 inches. I presume you're going around to the objective.
I'll go. No, I'm gonna go with Darthu first.
Of course.
Threes and 3s.
Rerolling the 1 because she's still within range, thankfully.
If I use my command point,
No.
I was going to use it, but
No, go on, use it, I don't mind.
I don't know, I can't, it's not in range.
You're within 12, you can. Are you using it?
No.
Okay. So 2 wounds, yeah?
Oh, yes, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, the 6+.
6 will feel no
Yeah.
pain. Right, okay. So 2 minus.
2.
Both go through.
2d6 now.
6 damage. Okay. So I've got 2 shields there, so I've got 6 wounds that I need to allocate, okay? So 6 up. I ignore 1, then I take 2. So that kills him and transfers that wound over. So then 6 up, 6 up, and then that kills that one, and then the next wound will just go on the banner. There you go. So I've lost 3 that turn already.
And talons.
Every time. I'm going to struggle to get that one back because even if I get lucky and kill them, but the problem is I don't think they can eat through them fast enough, so I'm going to have to go with the Mega Boss on more Crusher. So we start off, we have 6 attacks with my Riptooth Fist, and that's not good. This is at the Hunters, by the way. 3 wounds at -1.
+1, so 4s.
Rerolling because of your thickets. 3 damage each, so that's 6 wounds. So I'll put 2 on him and then 4 carry over, leaves that one on 1 wound.
4 carry, oh yeah.
And then I've got, now I only have 6 attacks.
Did I re-roll that?
Reroll what?
You see it?
Yeah. 6 attacks now with me Mighty Tail. And then wound you on 3s. -2. So you're on a 5 up re-rolling. You pass. Wow.
Did I stomp her through?
No, you didn't.
Good.
So they have to go last.
Yes. That would have changed everything.
So we've just done all the attacks for these guys off camera. Lucy got 16 wounds through.
I'm starting to get really tired, so I'm messing up my words.
So how many?
Re-roll the ones?
No.
Alright, they failed.
So 4 kills that one, 4 leaves the next one on 1 wound. So the boss is on 1 wound. So unsurprisingly, I'm going to swing back with him because I can't fight with the boys yet.
Yeah,
it is annoying that you forgot that.
But we'd already done a lot.
Yeah.
Like 2 people, isn't it? But
I'll get an extra attack because it's the boss.
me one for forgetting.
3 wounds -1.
Still 10 in now, isn't it?
Of course there is. I think there was 21.
So 10 in. -1 +1 5s.
So 2 die. Hooves. 2 hits. No wounds. Then you go back with the Kenneth Hunter, but of course you pile around to there so that you get within range of the objective.
It's the Huntsman, so 3s.
Reroll the 1 because of the Arch Revenant and your Wizard.
It's 1 more round.
Save it, but I now get to go back with the Ad Boys. And do you know what? Why? Oh, Arch Revenant, okay, yeah. Sorry.
So he gets 3 attacks with the glaive and 1 with a pincer.
Two wounds.
-2.
Both go through.
2 damage each.
Oh, drops them to 4. Okay. Then I'll pile in with the Ad Boys. They would each move round 1 more so I can get 1 more guy in. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 16 attacks I'd get. 8. There we go. I'm only at -1 because in the movement phase, and we totally forgot about the predatory spell. I would have gotten to move it, but never mind. So I'm hitting Durthu on 4s. Do you know what? It would have only gotten me 1 extra attack anyway if I wasn't at the -1. I wound you on 3s. And I'm still at -1, and I'm still 2 damage each. 6 wounds. Come on. You've only got 8 wounds. Damn, that's only 4 damage.
4 6s.
Drops him to 4 wounds remaining. He's taken 8 in total. Okay, so that's the end of your turn.
Not quite. 4 plus.
Now it's the end of your turn.
Yes.
So you actually take that one, Lucy. But I take that one, and you take that one. So you only get 2 more points. Putting you on 10 to my 6. So over to my turn. Right, so hero phase. This guy is...
So, one thing this turn happens that I've been keeping quiet.
What?
I've got a surprise for you.
What? No, put her away. Put her away. Go on. Nope.
Imagine though.
So he's going to give him +1 damage.
You would have cropped yourself.
His 3d6 charge isn't really going to be of any help at all this turn. Now he gets to cast Green Puke at the end of the hero phase if there is a unit with 10 or more models within 18. How many's there?
It's 9.
There is, unfortunately. So I can cast +1 to wound on the boys and hope I get it. I could Green Puke on the Mega Boss and give him an extra 4-inch movement.
Don't remove the pin.
No, it's between battle rounds.
Right.
There's not really that much else, so he's gonna, whack his sticks together and go, get him, and give him like an extra damage per attack.
Is that a spell?
No, it's just an ability. He just gets it for being him. What he will do though is try and beat down on Dirthu to give us the +1 to hit on a 4+. I do get +1 to hit Dirthu. What I will then cast is the Weird Knobs spell to get him boys, gives him +1 to wound. I get it on an 11.
Would you cry if it was
So
2 6s?
they're a +1 to hit, they're a +1 to wound, and they've got 2 damage each.
The -10 to hit.
No, and he's given the +1 damage on him. So the movement phase. I think they can take Dirthu. I was 9 inches away from Dirth, just over 9 away, so I could have taken damage and then moved towards you, which is why I wanted the Green Puke. But it is what it is. I'll just risk the damage, the charge. Shooting phase, however. I want to bellow at him with 5 attacks. So I'll hit you on 2s because I scream in your face. I'll wound you on 3s. You take 3 at -1, so 5 up. You're dead.
Can't remember when you saves, thank you.
In the combat phase.
It's until the end of the turn. Is it my turn or your turn? Until the end of the turn.
So it's been the end of the turn. So the Colonel Hunter's dead. Right.
Oh, there's a choice of chronic illness.
Charging. He's gonna go and charge 12 inches because of Ironjawz. And he's gonna go there.
Hang on. Who cast?
Who cast what?
You spell?
Him. You tried to stop it already.
Yeah, I know that.
Alright.
Something of the trees.
Yeah. So end of the charge phase. And the hard boys. Nope. Groundbreak and stomp to make sure we do it correctly. No. So you can't take both of them. How many wounds does your Arch Revenant have?
27.
How many wounds does your Arch Revenant have?
12. No, maybe 5.
5, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pile in with the hard boys and go first with them. And we'll get them all in because of that. He'll go to there. Right, so how many is there? There's 9, and the boss isn't there, so that's 18 attacks. Should be all of my dice -2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Right, do I spend one of my command point I'm just getting here? I need to make sure Dirthu dies. I'm a +1 to hit. I'm a +1 to wound. I'll reroll hits. So I'm spending a command point from my War Chanter to allow me hard boys to reroll hits of a 1.
Okay.
What on earth was that?
It was a model.
Oh no!
It was only yours this time.
Oh no, yeah, of course. So 2s to wound. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16 wounds on Dirthu at -1 for 2 damage each.
My command.
It's still active.
Yes, it is. I can't think of the name.
You're 6 up, ignore damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. -1.
Yep. Oh. Oh. How many is that? That you failed?
It's 2 each.
Yes. Is that 11? 22 wounds. Do you want to remove them now?
No.
Well, you need to roll 19 sixes to stay alive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look over there.
No. Yeah, you're dead.
Oh.
Right, so who are you fighting back with?
The Arch Revenant.
Okay.
And at the start of the combat phase, say whether this model will use their shield for protection or to steady their weapon.
You haven't been doing that.
I have. I should have been. To be honest, it doesn't matter because you've never actually attacked us. But I will specifically say it's going to do the protection. So
Okay.
I will save of a 1. It'll still do the hits of a 1.
Two wounds.
-2.
So +1, -1, 4. I heal a wound, and you take a wound. So I heal a wound because of the Jade Diadem. You take a wound because of the Scrap Tooth Fist. So my turn. The boss down here on the Gore Grunter before he dies. 2 hits. 1 wound, -1. And 2 hits from the tusks. Nothing. So kill 1 Dryad.
You know what?
What?
Where's the...
Tape measure. There. Yeah, go for it.
Oh wait, at least attacked.
So you're going to come back to the Dryads then.
Uh-huh.
So lots of attacks.
Yeah.
4s though because it's not your turn.
No, probably would have
That's not a bad roll, Lucy.
Where's the best? Okay.
4s to wound. I forgot to remove them.
-11.
11 saves.
Mm-hmm.
4s. I'm dead.
Do you?
Yep. So I'll pile it. I have to go towards the closest enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. He'll go. So because I'm only on 4 wounds, I still get me full 6 attacks with my Riptooth Fist. So I hit you on 3s. This is at your Revenant. But wow. 1 at -1 for 3 damage.
5 up, rerolling 1s, thankfully. Nope.
3 damage, leaves him on 1 wound.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the Mighty Fist and Tail. 1 miss. 3s again. -2. 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kills him. If you'd saved that 1.
No. Never mind.
And then you're going back with your Wraith.
No, I'm not. You haven't fought with him yet, so you can fight back. I would have only piled in if you hadn't fought with him.
I haven't fought with him.
Exactly. That's who I can pile into.
Uh-huh.
If you'd already fought with him, I would have piled in because then you can't attack me back.
But I can pile into you now with 3 inches. If you don't.
can.
So you might as well pile into me.
How many
3 inches.
wounds has he got?
Him, 7. There's no reason not to though.
You're at -1 to hit us because she's within 6 of a wild.
Yep. You can't kill me, but you can start. Fine.
-1.
Oh. Yeah, I've got 3 up save.
1 damage.
So then I'll swing back at you. Now, I don't think the Mega Boss is as good as what he used to be. I've got 6 attacks.
-1.
Yep, so the 3s now miss. I wound you on 3s. -1, 2 damage. So just 2 wounds. So, at the end of that turn, I score 3 points. Puts me on 9. To Lucy's 10.
Score 4.
No, that's only worth 1.
Yeah. 1,
And
2,
that's
3.
worth 2. Oh, it's worth 3. Oh, I think I've been adding this up wrong then. No, I haven't. No. So the score is 10-10.
How the hell I got the 10, I do not know.
Because weight of dryads. So anyway, dice off for who goes first.
Which is active first?
Oh yeah, do you want to roll it? This one. So, who goes first? And we'll remember about the spell this time. You went first, so I will choose to go first, which means you can move that spell. You just remove one of them and place the other one 12 inches away from it. So, I keep forgetting about the Mademoiselle rule, but I think I've been that close to your game. I haven't been more than 9 inches away.
Yeah.
And my heroes haven't took any wounds. So he's going to give him the +1 damage from his drum beat. He's going to try and give him 3d6 charge on a 4+, which he doesn't. He's going to give him +1 damage, and then try and give him +1 to hit against her, which he doesn't. And then...
No, the point, both of them, their movement's halved. And
Oh yeah, I forgot to even mention that, because of Lucy lifted that from there and put it there, straight through there. So hits both of them, half movement, and -1 to hit from both of them. So...
Oh, his movement will already be damaged.
He doesn't move very far now. And I will cast +1 to wound on him, because he's going to end up being too far out of range. In fact, no, I'm going to cast it on him and then try and run him up behind. I do not get it on that. I need an 8. I need an 8. Wow, so movement phase, and this guy is hurting, right? So his normal movement, I have lost quite a lot of wounds. I've actually lost 14 wounds. No, I've got 4 remaining. I had 16, so I've lost 12. I've movement 6 now, Lucy, which means I've got movement 3 with him. Movement 3. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
You have to sing it.
Sorry
You
again.
have to sing it in the voice of Maui.
No, because look what I'm pointing at. You moving him?
No, he's still in combat. He will move forward though to try and take out her, just because why not? Does his bellow reach? No, it does not. It's only 6-inch range. Oh, it's 8-inch range. It does reach. D6 shots. 5. So I'm at -1 to hit, so I'm hitting you on 3s. I'm wounding you on 3s. That's 4 -1.
Have I still got more than 10?
Yep.
Score 5.
2 die. Which 2? Them 2 to make it harder for us to charge.
Yep.
Okay. Charge phase. He's going to charge.
Shooting. Shooting. Oh, that was
was
shooting.
it.
Yeah.
Charging. That's a 10 because of Ironjawz. So unfortunately, because that weighs a ton with that resin on, I can't really get any further round than
I'm
that.
just going to show the resin. It's spectacular.
I love it.
I've got more to do.
The War Chanter's going to charge. That is a 6 because of Ironjawz, which does get me in range of her. So unsurprisingly, Lucy, I am going with this guy first.
Cushion bulk.
Yes, I forgot about that actually. I only roll 5 dice now. That's 2 mortal wounds though. So which 2 are you taking? Okay.
Actually,
So I get 6 attacks with my boss chopper. I'm at -1 to hit you
yes.
because of dryads.
No, because you were under the wall when it went on.
Right, but what about the dryads? You're not
No,
wholly
I'm not
within range, are
within
you?
6. I need to be wholly within 6 of a wildwood for that to get off.
So the 3s actually miss. That does wound.
Any round?
-1. It's 3 damage. Should I just take the back 3?
Yes, please. Interesting of note, if it was -2 or more, it would be obviously go over the 6, but a 6 always hits no matter what.
Yep.
I only found out that recently.
Did you? So this is the Mighty Fists. So -1 to hit you. And then 3s. That's 3 at -2.
So 6s.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. That's 6 damage, Lucy.
I'm still in.
So hang on, how many have I killed altogether? How many did I do with Destructive Bulk? 2. And then how many did I kill there? 3, because 1 went through. So I've killed 5.
2 went through, so 6.
No, I only removed 3.
Oh, you took. Oh, I've just took the
And then
6.
6 there. Okay. Now, as long as I can stay, as long as I can stay alive and force you to take morale, Battleshock, I will take that because I've got 2 models within 6. So that's the idea. But Lucy probably wants to go back with the Wraith. The War Chant is easy to kill. I don't know if you want to go for him. Oh, he's got 6 wounds and a 4-up save.
No, well, the other guy.
Nothing. Okay, so I'm going to go back with the Mega Boss. So I've got 6 attacks. -1 to hit you, so 4s. Uh-oh, 3s. 1 -1. Okay, back to you. Dryads. So, 6, 12, and the Nymph's gone, unfortunately. So 12 attacks.
So just 6 guys.
Yep. Two wounds. Fine.
1 goes through, surely.
No, I'm on a 2-up armor. 3-up base, +1 for Ironclad. So then my War Chanter will go next. He has 6 attacks, but if I roll a 6 to hit, he actually counts as having 2 hits. Oh. Yeah. So, I'm -1 to hit you, yeah? So they miss, but then that gives me an extra hit.
Okay.
I wound you on 3s. It's -1. Sorry, it's no rend and 1 damage.
So 5.
So morale, you lost 10. What's your bravery?
20.
What's your bravery? So you're losing 4 plus D6. You need, well, actually I've took the objective because even if you roll a 1, it leaves you with 1 model. Which means the rest run. And that is the end of my turn.
Yep.
So I actually score 3, 4, 5 points. Yeah, wow.
But wait. Oh, can I do it? But there's no point continuing.
No,
She can summon 10 more,
but the best you could do is charge, pile round, maybe take
Get
that,
3.
but you probably wouldn't kill him.
no, but I'd get 3 points. But even still, I'm 5.
Do you know what? It was a tie going into that round. What do you think about the Ironjawz now?
They're a lot tougher. And
The fact that they actually you get them +1 to hit, +1 to wound.
I'm not blaming this, but I built my list the same way I would have pre your new book. Just not bother, because They weren't good enough to...
They're really, really suffering. Every time I tried them, they just got walked over. Nobody could do enough damage to kill stuff. And the hard boys used to just sit there and slap things. Like, they chewed through a lot. Like, they weathered death through for like 2 or 3 turns. They took out most of the dryads here, and there wasn't even the entire unit attacking at any one point.
I will say, like, my list, I built it, then decided to try null route, and as I was doing the beginning of my was telling you to me, I realised I only actually had
2 wizards.
2 wizards.
Yeah, I think maybe it's
So
another
that-
ancient
that
instead of
affected-
death through.
You know what, I'm actually going off ancients because for what they do for the cost, I don't think... I love them because of the spell, but
Yeah.
honestly, with the new spells and traits, I don't.
No, the 300 points still.
Yep.
It's a lot of points.
Yep.
A lot of points.
For 4 attacks, which one does 1 damage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I'm not trying to take away from the fact that your Jaws are really good now.
I wouldn't say they're phenomenal. I would say they are good, but at the same time, neither of us have played that many games recently. I think if I was to rebuild the list, I might drop him. I didn't use me Mighty War, and I'd probably drop the Brutes.
What I've noticed though is it's going to be very complicated.
It is, as long as you remember your combos for your movement. Remember to inflict damage on yourself, or when you take damage, move. You've got to remember all the different ranges, because some of the beats are within 12, within 15, Holy within 18 for his spell. There's a lot of different things and ranges to remember. I think if I was to play them regularly enough and remember those ranges, like the first turn for instance, I was going to cast Green Puke on myself at the end of my hero phase for free, which I would have done, but I couldn't because the unit of hard boys wasn't wholly within 18. So that made me suffer. So you've got to really, really remember your distances for them. Other than that, I think they are potentially quite good.
Yeah, I think we should have a rematch next in a few days.
Yep.
But I think instead of the Tree Lord and me 20-man unit.
Well, you need the units for your battle line.
No, I can split a 30 up.
Could do, yeah. You want her in?
I do.
I'll take her on. I'll take her
I
on.
want her actually to play a game without being dropped at the end.
Right, that is it though, folks. Make sure you check out Warhammer Community this coming week. I will be writing a tactics article for the Ironjawz. I've actually really enjoyed it, and honestly, I'm surprised I've still got stuff left, Lucy.
It's not very common, but
No.
like say a new army.
I don't think they're massively powerful. I think they're going to be very fun to play.
I think give yourself a few days, actually study the book. I think you'll be able to...
A lot of people say they've been nerfed, a lot of people say the Bone Splitters have been nerfed, but to be honest, even Ian agrees it's a different way of playing, and I think there is the
People are
potential.
quick to jump.
Yeah, I think there's absolutely the potential. I don't think they're going to be top tier. I don't think they're going to be Flesh Eaters with Terrorgeists and stuff. There is a good possibility. I mean, absolutely, you could tie down a Terrorgeist with a block of 30 hard boys. To be honest, I think the hard boys would come off better. I think they would take him.
Well, that might have to happen soon.
Yep. Leave a comment down below, guys, what you think about the Ironjawz. Tell me what you think and who you want to see them fight again. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon.